Good morning. Today I want to share Isaiah 43, verse 18, which says, "Do not call to mind the former things or ponder things of the past." When I read this verse, the first thing that came to mind were the words, "forget about it." And I thought, there's a lot of things that I have forgotten in the past couple of years. I don't remember things as well as I should, but I also thought of all the things that very easily come to mind, like past hurts, and especially times that I have messed up, because Satan loves to remind me of things that I have done to try and get me to think that God doesn't love me. He couldn't possibly love me or forgive me for all these things. And yet God today reminded me, because in verse 25 of this same chapter, it says that God wipes out your sin and does not remember them. God chooses to forget about our sins. That is wonderful news, because when Satan now comes and tries to get us to remember, we can tell him, God has already forgiven me and has forgotten. He has chosen to forget what I've done. So he doesn't want me to be beating myself up over my past mistakes, because he has forgiven me. So instead of allowing yourself to dwell on hurts that, sometimes you just need to forgive that person again. Remind yourself, I have already forgiven that person. If you're being bothered by a hurt and maybe you realize, I don't think I've ever forgiven that person, then yes, go and do that. But if you know you have forgiven that person, then don't allow Satan to keep bringing that to mind. Tell Satan, I have already forgiven that person. I have already asked God for forgiveness for that, and he has forgiven me and forgotten about it. So leave me alone, Satan. And instead of thinking on those things, journal, write down, think about all the ways that God has shown his faithfulness to you, his goodness to you, his love to you. Those are the things to choose to dwell on and remember. And you can just forget about those other things that God doesn't want you to think about. God bless.